Palm Springs got an AC not cool in here. This one right here. Trace the breaker down, or the fuse is down. Nothing's running. So, let's take a look here. Pop the cover off. What's going on? Looks like a newer contactor. We've pulled the disconnect, and now let's discharge the capacitor. Wiring looks a little, it's still alive. It's hard to tell if the contactor is sucked in because it's got the little dust cover there. Everything looks okay there. Brought some new leads with me and also brought a new fan capacitor. Fan's got a motor on top. It must have been bouncing around. I see a little burn mark here. Could have had the fan wire touch and go through. Plug the disconnect back in and see what happens. Breaker inside was okay. Heater valves were turned off, so all that was okay. Change out the fuses here. It's warm today. In the scope of things, though, it's not as hot as it's gonna be, but I guess it's nice. It's still. Maybe it's 94 degrees, I'd say, somewhere around there. We'll pop out our fuses here, and we'll take a look here. One, two. Fuses are okay there. And let's see what happens. Oh, nothing. That's not good. Okay, so I'm going to re-pull that. Now we're going to check that contactor. Re-discharge. You know what, sometimes I've seen this is a 5-minute delay here. Sometimes these go weird. Sometimes I tap them and it gets it to go.
In those instances, you'd hear a loud when it pulled in.
Nothing so far. It's not critical to have this cover. It's more of just a dust cap. Pull that dust cap, take a look. Looks like I didn't get that screw out all the way. Contactor is sucked in. The leads look a little burned, but not real bad. I may need my meter to test it. See. Kind of pull them back out and release. And let's see, maybe we have a bad breaker. It's also possible we have bad capacitors, not likely, but there it went. Looks like was that contactor was bad. Wasn't making contact, and now it becomes a question if it's going to do it again, or but we'll change out the contactor. A bad contactor, that'll be that. The other way is yeah. all set there. So this was my own unit at my house, and I didn't have a contactor handy. I'll show you how I would test it and do that, see if it happens again. And then I would look at getting a new contactor down the road. Okay, I'm gonna pull it. Gonna redischarge. Redischarge the caps. And then I'm gonna pull it back out, test it again. Actually got my insulated handle deal here, so pull it and let it go. And then we'll see if we start up again. I'll give it a few minutes. I'll go ahead and put the lid back on. And it looks like maybe we need a new contactor. Could just be a glitch, and that's that. It does so some burn points on the leads, but not too bad. And if we need to, we'll change out that contactor. No big deal. And now just give it a few minutes and then plug it back in, make sure everything starts up okay. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes. We'll go ahead and plug it in and verify everything turns on. Yep. And if this is my house, I wouldn't worry about changing the contactor right away. But if I'm trying to prevent a callback, I definitely would go ahead and change out the contactor. Anyway, good to go. Thanks for watching Kung Fu Maintenance. Over and out. And this one might have prevented a call out just by turning the thermostat off and turning it back on. Might have, got it to go again. Anyway, thanks for watching Kung Fu Maintenance. Over and out. Fuses I can take back to the shop and test if they had actually blown or not. So that'll be kind of interesting. Okay, here's just a quick test of the fuses. Quick ohm test just to see whether it had actually blown anything. Looks like we're good. What was weird is usually my deal beeps. Oh, well, I wasn't on ohms. I had it set on microfarads. Whoops, that upside down U-shape, upside down horseshoe, that's your ohm setting. So we're good there and good there. Probably could have prevented a call out just by having him turn off the thermostat, turn it back on, and I probably would have been okay. Every once in a while get a little glitch, but sometimes that contactor is just time to replace it, so I might replace it at some point in the morning or something. If it was my own house, I'd probably leave it alone, but I would go ahead and get the contactor ready, have it, and I would know what I need to do if it happened again. Or if I just wanted to replace it at some point, just replace it. $20, it's not too bad, and it's really not too bad of a repair. Something can be saved for a morning job. Obviously, if you're in the AC field, it's something you'd change out to prevent any callbacks and just to keep everything going good, to keep a good rapport. Sometimes in building maintenance, your situation's a little different. Sometimes with your own house, your situation's a whole lot different, or your own place, your situation's a whole lot different. Anyway, thanks for watching Kung Fu Maintenance. Hope all the little tips and just going through things helped you guys out a lot, save you a lot of money, save you some headache and trouble. Be safe out there. Thanks for watching.
And a new contactor may not totally be needed. Sometimes ants or a small bug, a little beetle or something can go in, and it's just enough to block contact. It happens. Sometimes it's just a matter of pulling it out or blowing it out or cleaning it out, whatever, to clear everything and make sure it gets nice clear contact. In this case, got good contact, so I'll just kind of monitor the situation, but in hindsight, everything's working good, no problem. But as a preventative maintenance, could just change the contactor, and that's a sure bet. And the other slight possibility is if the 5-minute delay was faulty, which is highly possible. But again, as I explained earlier, usually you'll hear a loud, pop when the contactor first sucks in. Really, it's electromagnetic, and it sucks it in really hard, and it makes a loud enough pop. So I am 98.9% sure. There's still that 1.1% chance, but